Have you ever noticed that you don't just crave food? You crave a very specific experience. All right, so here's the truth. Most people never realize your cravings aren't random. They're emotional codes. Your subconscious uses textures, temperatures, and flavors as quiet, brilliant ways to regulate your inner world. And today, I'm going to walk you through what each craving really means. Not from a nutrition mindset, but from the perspective of your nervous system, your subconscious patterns, and your energetic field. So, the real reason you crave certain food textures is because your subconscious doesn't communicate with words. It communicates with impulses, sensations, and patterns. And food is one of the easiest outlets. Food textures do what emotions often can't. They shift your emotional state fast. That crunch gives release. The creaminess gives comfort. Warmth gives safety. Cold provides calm. Spice gives stimulation. And starch gives grounding. Now, once you understand this language, you'll finally know what your system has been asking for all along, beneath the cravings. So here's a deeper look into some specific cravings and how they affect you emotionally. First up is bread. Now, if you're craving bread, you may be trying to soothe insecurity or emotional fatigue. I'd say this craving is the equivalent of a weighted blanket, warm, predictable, and reassuring. If you crave bread, your system might be saying, I'm tired, I'm overwhelmed, or please hand me something before I emotionally evaporate. Bread brings stability when your inner world feels imbalanced. Next are creamy foods. Now, if you're craving these types of foods, you may be seeking comfort, softness, or nurturing. Creamy foods are basically like emotional bubble wrap. They soften internal edges when life feels harsh. If you're reaching for ice cream, yogurt, or mac and cheese level creaminess, you might be craving gentleness, reassurance, or emotional support. Next are crunchy foods. If you crave a crunch, chances are you're trying to let go of anxiety or frustration. Crunch is the adult version of popping bubble wrap. It gives you the satisfaction of breaking something without the consequences. These cravings show up when you're agitated, overstimulated, or emotionally compressed. The crunch is your system letting out a tiny scream politely. Next, we have salty foods. Now, if you're craving some salt, you're more than likely trying to suppress your anger or emotional frustration. Salt wakes the system up. It intensifies sensations. People crave salty foods when they're holding on to irritation, frustration, or energy that feels stuck. A bag of chips is basically your subconscious saying, we're having feelings. Please open this bag so we can release them. Next is a big one, sugar foods. Now, if you're craving sweets, you might be in the need of affection, warmth, or emotional sweetness. Sugar is the longing for emotional connection disguised as dessert. Now, if you're craving sweets often, it typically means your system wants affection, appreciation, acknowledgement, or validation. It's not about that cookie. It's all about that feeling you desire someone to give you. Next on the list, starchy foods. Now, if you're craving some starch, you're more than likely looking to feel grounded and emotionally stable. Starches are like little pieces of edible comfort. Potatoes, pasta, rice, they create heaviness, which translates emotionally as stability. If you're overwhelmed, unrooted, or energetically scattered, your system may reach for starch as a way to stabilize itself. And lastly, we have spicy foods. Now, if you crave a little spice, You may be wanting stimulation or emotional awakening. Spicy foods say, "Wake me up, I'm bored, I crave intensity." Spice cravings often show up when you're emotionally flat, stuck, or disconnected from your own spark. It's like activation disguised as hot sauce. Now, here's why all of this actually matters. Your cravings are diagnostics. They're emotional data. They show where your nervous system is trying to regulate itself and where your subconscious is signaling imbalance. This is one of the many things I help my clients to uncover: the emotional, neurological, and energetic patterns behind behaviors that feel mysterious, including food cravings. Once those patterns shift, the cravings shift too, not through discipline, but through alignment. Your cravings are like messages. Once you learn to interpret them, your relationship with food and your relationship with yourself changes completely. So if you'd like help decoding the deeper subconscious and energetic patterns behind your cravings, emotions, or physical stress, I offer an initial session where you can experience this work directly. So check out the link below to book your session. In peace, I will see you soon.